YouTube family, what is up? So in this video, I'm going to share with you the best side hustle to get into in 2025 to make $25,000 a month. And if that is your goal, that's fantastic. If you want to do $10,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 a month, this video is for you. I choose the number 25,000 is because I believe, if you can make $25,000 a month, take home, like net, I don't care what city, what state you live in, that's a pretty good income that you can live a pretty good, comfortable life. And majority of you will be able to quit your J-O to B and just go all into this. And all you need is a laptop, a phone, and internet. And you, my friend, can do this from anywhere in the world. It's called wholesaling real estate. But I'm going to show you how to do it completely virtual, which means you don't have to physically go to the property, meet the seller, meet up with the buyer. All of this can be done over the phone, internet, email, and that's it, okay? So you don't need a college degree. You don't need a license. You don't need a GED. You don't even need to know your A, B, the C. But what you do need is you need the work ethic, the hustle, and the commitment. Because without those three, you ain't gonna make it as an entrepreneur, okay? Your best options, if you don't have the work ethic, and if you can't commit to one thing and be great at that one thing, then my friend, you best stick to the J-O, the B, okay? This is for those of you who be like, hey, Kong, I have a J-O, the B. I want to escape the rat race. I want to escape the 9 to 5. I want to do this. I want to find something on the side that I can make some extra income. Now, listen, if you're happy with the J-O, the B, but you still want to bring in some extra income on the side, this is something that you can do part-time. So whether you want to do part-time or full-time, this is perfect, okay? If you're looking for a new business venture, because maybe the business that you currently have right now, it tap out, and you don't enjoy it anymore, and you're seeking for something new. This is for you, my friend, and you want to make $20K, $25,000 a month, and I think this can be accomplished within 1 year of commitment and putting in the work. You just need to know the right knowledge and the strategy to be able to make it happen. The only thing that separates you from going from making $5,000 a month to $25,000 a month, that gap, knowledge. And I say this all the time. It's not how hard you work, but it's what you do for work that will make you rich. But what you do for work also require different skill set. You can either flip a burger and make $25,000 a year, or learn how to flip a contract and make $25,000 a month. My most recent student just closed his first deal for $35,000, okay? For 35 G's. So I'm going to show you exactly the game plan on how to do this. Also to YouTube family, I'm doing a free webinar today, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard. It's a private webinar. Link is in my description. So if you want to sign up, go there. Link is in the description. TikTok family, link will be in the bio, okay? So let's rock and roll. First I want to know is comment in what city, what states you're in, okay? And I also want to know is who here know what wholesaling is? Okay, see if you're familiar with that, okay? I want to know if you're familiar with that. So a lot of times what we don't know is what we do, okay? So here, let me tell you why wholesaling is such a good high hustle to get into. It's a very low risk. It is the safest and the fastest way to make money in real estate. Fix and flip, okay? Most people will know, most people think of real estate as like fix and flip or rental property, right? Which means they buy and hold. Fix and flip require a lot of capital, okay? Whether it's your money or someone else's money, it still requires a lot of capital, okay? And high risk, very high risk. Fix and flip is probably one of the worst business to get into, in my personal opinion, beside brick and mortar, okay? Brick and mortar, dude, forget it, okay? Like restaurant, it takes too much capital up front, all right, to start up a restaurant. And you're stuck there 7 days a week, 24 hours, okay? I want to be able to be free and build something that's virtual, that even when you're on vacation, you can still make money. All you need is a laptop, a phone, and internet. That is what I'm interested in, okay? Fix and flip, you got to deal with the city. You got to pull permit. You gotta babysit these contractor, okay? And it costs a lot of money because you actually gotta buy the property. And it takes 3 to 6 months, man, to finish a project, and then you gotta list it on the market, and then you gotta wait for another 45 to 60 days to find the buyer, and then recoup your money. So most people who fix and flip, I can tell you right now, because I did it for 4.5 years, it is a nightmare. A nightmare. Especially if you're new into the game, this is not the game you want to play. Because you can literally lose everything. Everything. Okay? So with the whole fix and flip game, it's just not the game that you want to play, especially for a new investor. There's too many things, too many moving parts, too many things to learn. Okay? And most people who fix and flip, I would say their first 1 to 5 years, I would say 1 to 5 years, most of them are broke, which means they don't have a whole lot of money in the bank. And let me explain to you why. Once again, I've done it for 4.5 years. I know what I'm talking about. So what happened is you buy a fix and flip. The money goes into the fix and flip, all the capital tied to this property, and then once you sell it, then you recoup your money, but it goes right back out to another project, either the same amount or even larger. So most of the time, their money goes in and it literally comes right back out again. Your bank, dude, sits at zero. That's just how it is. Because to scale up, you got to keep on having one project after another. You got to get to the point where you're doing at least, I would say, to make consistent $50,000 a month or so from the fix and flip, you got to have at least 3 to 4 projects going on at once. At once. And imagine how much capital that will require from you. Where I'm at in my states, if you're going to do 3 to 4 flip at a time, it's going to cost you between $1 to $2 million. You got to buy the property. You got to come up with the money to rehab it. And if the market take a turn, which it did 2 years ago, even majority of this year, most of the investors that I know that do the whole fix and flip game are getting their butt kicked. Majority of them has converted their fix and flip business into wholesaling because they understand that wholesaling, safer, quicker way to make money. My first wholesale deal, I made $28,000 in 15 days, and guess how much it cost me? $150. That, my friend, is called the EMD, earnest money deposit. That's all I require. I want you guys to think about this. Uber. Does Uber own any car? Think about it. Think about it. Uber doesn't own any car, but who makes all the money? That's right, dude. That's right. Okay? Like Amazon. Does Amazon own any product? No. Nada. So what they're doing is they're playing the least risk as possible. So with wholesaling, we don't own any property. We control that piece of property with a piece of paper. Because once the sale, okay, let me erase this really quick. I want you guys all to understand this concept. Okay? So I'm going to get into it and I'm going to explain to you why this coming 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year will be the best 4 year for you to get into the game today and start making money in real estate. And I'll tell you why wholesaling is going to go off the hook in the next coming 1, 2, 3, 4 years, man. Okay? A lot of people right now are getting into the game, which means a lot of buyers coming onto the market because the interest rate has come down. And it will continue to come down. We're going to start seeing that 5%. Okay? Homes, right? More people are going to start coming into the market because now the election is over. A lot of buyers now have the confidence that they're going to go out there and they're going to start buying, and they can kind of predict what's going to happen the next 4 years before we start another election. Okay? The reason why people are stepping on the sideline, not a whole lot of people coming onto the market, interest rate was really high. That's why the whole people who fix and flip got their butt kicked because they couldn't fix the property up quick enough, and it was sitting on the market, and they're writing a $50,000 check, a $100,000 check every single month to their private money, to their hard money, and to the bank, to the lender. Okay? So here's what you need to understand, okay? With wholesaling, all we're going to do is, let's just say that this property is worth $200,000. Okay? Let's just say it's worth $200,000. And all we're going to do is, all we're doing is we're finding a motivated seller. We're finding seller who are in a desperate situation, pre-foreclosure, which means if they don't, pay their debt, it's going to go into pre-foreclosure. Tax delinquents, they owe property tax that they can't afford to pay. Boom, the city or the county is going to come after them. Divorce, okay? Have you heard of some divorce story where the husband or the wife they rather just give the property away and none of them win? Like, that's how bad the divorce can get. And those are opportunity for us. People who owe their property, people who are upside down on their property, inherit property, people who, their parents or their grandparents pass away, they just inherit a piece of property. So these are the people that we're targeting, or vacant property, or tire landlord, people who rent their property out, renter didn't pay rent, and now they'll be like, dude, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And they're willing to sell it at a steep discount, and it's happening every single day. You just need to know, how do you find these people? How do you talk to them? How do you negotiate with them? Okay, and I'm going to show you that. So once again, let's just say the property's worth $200,000. Here's the seller. The seller here, let's just say that this seller's in pre-foreclosure. So what we're looking for is we're looking for people who need and have to sell, not want to sell. If they want to sell, they're going to list it with an agent. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. So let's just say the seller's in pre-foreclosure. We're able to negotiate a deal and got this property under contract for $115,000. Okay? So this is you. Okay? This is you. This is me. Let's just say we're able to negotiate and we got the property under contract for $115,000. The seller and you, the seller and you, okay, you guys are going to sign what's called a purchase and sale contract, which means you're like, hey, we agreed to the $115,000. Okay, but what's crazy is that in this purchase and sell contract, there is a contingent, a clause in there that said, hey, I have equitable interest. You have equitable interest in this property. So as a potential buyer, you can either move forward to buy it, or they give you the rights to sell that contract to anyone else you want. You can sell to your brother, your sister, your mommy, your daddy, your aunt, your uncle, whoever it is. But typically, we call them the investor, the cash buyer, which is the people who wants to buy, fix, and flip that property, okay? I want to make sure the TikTok family is still tuned in. Oh, dang, we got 417. So TikTok family, I'm doing a more in-depth training on this coming webinar I'm doing today. So TikTok family, the link is in my bio, so go sign up because I got a very special offer for you for a Black Friday deal. So that Black Friday deal is in my webinar, and I'm going to blow you away of what I'm giving away. So if you haven't signed up, YouTube family, the link is in my description. TikTok family, link is in my bio. So once you go there, you register. Once again, seating is limited, so hopefully there is still a spot for you, and then come back into the live and comment and let me know that you're able to reserve a spot, okay? So once again, all we're going to do is we're going to find the fix and flipper. We call them the cash buyer. These are people who likes to buy, fix, and flip property. And all we're going to do is this right here. Once they sign a contract, my most recent student, dude, this is how much it costs him to lock this property up on a contract. It costs him $10. That's all it takes, man. So my question for you is, would you risk $10? Would you risk $250 just to make $25K? Would you? Comment, let me know. Would you risk that? Okay? And this is why real estate wholesaling is the quickest, the safest way to make money. And he literally closed on that $35K, I think within like 20 days. Okay? 20 days to make $35,000. I'm here teaching you how to make $25K a month. Okay? So all you need is one deal. That's it. One deal a month. Or even if you want to make an extra $100,000, all you need to do is one deal, okay, every 3 months. So one deal a quarter at $25,000 a deal, doing this part-time, $100K a year. Without a college degree, without a license, without a GED, and you don't even need to know, you know it, man, you're A, B, the C. Okay, so you follow me? So once they sign a contract, we give them the EMD, okay? And then we're going to find the cash buyer, and we're going to sell it over for $25,000 more. So we got under for $115. We're going to pitch it. We're going to sell it for $25,000 more. Okay? And here's what's going. That's it. That's all we do, man. Now let me explain to you why rental property is not a good. It's also not a good game you want to play. Okay? And why wholesaling is the quickest, the safest way to make money in real estate. I know some of you, your goal is to say, Kong, how can I get to the point where I'm making $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, etc., right? And you're thinking about, hey, Kong, I want to start buying investment property. Okay, some of you will be like, hey, Kong, I want to start buying some rental property because you hear it all over social media. Hey, build wealth, build generation wealth, build generation wealth. Well, my friend, if you decided to go with this game plan while you're stuck at the J or the B, let's just say you make $75,000. Okay, the average income in America is $56,000. And if you make anything less than that, my friend, you ain't working, you ain't hustling hard enough. Okay, you ain't hustling hard enough. The webinar link will not work for me, just so you're aware, Kong. Really? What? Hold on a second. It's work here. It's not working for you? No way. Okay, let me. Angie, can you check to see if the webinar link work? Oh my gosh. It's not working, huh? Hold on a second. I gotta fix this, guys. We can't have this not working. Oh my God. TikTok family, does your webinar work? Does the link in the webinar work? There's no email link, huh? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I appreciate you guys' patience. Limited time access, okay. Did we got sign up already? Let me check with Angie really quick. Hold on a second. I don't know why, but it's not working. Secure my spot. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's not working on my end either. YouTube is working, okay. TikTok family, is the link in the so is the link in the bio work? Kevin said there's nowhere to put your email. There should be, man. Oh my gosh, whoever did this, we might have to let him go. Someone's getting fired after this, dude. Hold on a second, fam. Hold on a second. Let me hold on a second. If you can be patient. I hit it's not working. Yeah. I don't know, man. So Angie's going to figure it out, and we're going to keep it said 500 internal server error. Okay, well, maybe it's capped out. I don't know. So Angie's going to check to see if we still have a spot available, and then I'll let you know. But for some reason, right now, it is not working. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so the average income is $56,000. So if you make anything less than $56,000, my friend, dude, you ain't hustling. Okay, which means this right here is the minimum. And if you can't even make this much, I don't even know what to say, especially in 2024. Okay, 2 wholesale deal can get you this. For those of you be like, hey, Kyle, I want to do 100K. You can all you need to do is work for 6 months. All you need to do is work for 6 months, and you can literally take 6 months off. If that's all you want to make is 100K, 25 times 6, what's that? 25 times 6. That's $150,000. You work for 6 months and then take 6 months off, if that's all you wanted to make. So let's talk about buying investment property and why this is not a good game plan. Listen. If your game is you want to get to 10,000 or 20,000, you're like thinking about buying investment property because everyone said about the passive income, dude, you're going to be stuck here for the next, at least, I would say 10 to 20 years, at least. So unless you want to continue be trapped at that J-O to B for the next 10 to 20 years, then do this. Then go buy investment property. And let me explain to you guys why this is. Because when people talk about buying investment, buying rental property, it is a slow game. Okay? Because every single property that you buy, the best case scenario, depending on the market you're in. Like if you're in Seattle, dude, it's really hard for you to even cash flow. But let's just say you're in a good market where you get good cash flow. The best is $500 a month in cash flow, right? So if you buy one rental property, it'll cash flow you $500. So let's just say that you want to get to $20,000 a month in passive income. $20,000 divided by 500. So which means you would have to own 40 rental. How are you going to own 40 rentals working at a J-O to B? Tell me. Within a year. Because with wholesaling, you can get to $20,000 a month within a year. Within 1 year. Make sense? Like I need you guys to all understand this and be clear about your goal and what it is that you want to do. Because sometimes, man, having the wrong plan, executing on the wrong plan can set you back 5 to 10 years. And then you wake up and then you're in your 40s and then you realize that, man, I've been playing the wrong game the whole time because nobody told you. I'm glad that you're here because I'm going to tell you, okay? So that's why I say, hey, if you need today's money, you wholesale. So if you're like, Carl, I want 20K today, then focus on wholesaling. If you rather make 20,000 in the future, long future, then you hold. Which means you buy rental property. But if you need today's money, you wholesale. You want to get rich today, you wholesale. You want to get rich later, you hold. I don't know about you, man, but I'd rather make 20,000 a month while I'm in my 20s or 30s. I don't care about, wait until I'm 50 to make 20,000 in passive income. And then stuck at the J-O to B until then. Okay? That's not the game plan I want to play. So, and most people don't understand this because I have over 14 rentals. So everything I share with you, I've been through it. I have it, so I can tell you why it's not the game you want to play. So even if you make $500 a month where you think is passive income, check this out. So we take 500 times 12, which means you will make $6,000 net a year from one rental property. This is like the best case scenario. Now check this out. So let's just say that you rent that out for the whole entire year. You made $6,000 off that property. You'd be like, damn, Kong, I'm making $6,000 from it. No, bro. No, dude. Dude, so let's just say the renter moves out. You do what's called, my friend, it's called a turnover. And let's just say that the renter didn't destroy your property. But you still need to go in there, man. You still need to paint. You still need to put down new carpet. You still need to clean it up. That $6,000, my friend, with inflation, cost of living, material costs, dude, unless you do the job yourself, I don't know about you, man. I'm not interested. I'm not a handyman. I don't want to go in there and swing hammers, okay? That $6,000, go to zero. So you thought that you positive, you net, dude, you ain't making any money, okay? So my question to you is, if you need money today, making an extra $500 a month, is that going to really impact your life? Can you start traveling the world? Can you start flying first class? Can you start buying the car, the dream car that you want? Can you start buying the house, the dream house that you want with $500 a month in passive income? Can you? The answer is no. Like that passive income is not enough money to impact your life enough where you can, let's just say you want to retire your parent. Let's just say that your mommy, dude, is making $2,000 a month and she's been grinding so hard, and you'd be like, dude, I want to be able to take care of her, retire her, and pay her. You can't even pay her $2,000 a month because you're only making $500 a month. But if you're making $25,000 a month take home, now you can do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why the rental game, my friend, is only for the rich. If you're in the poor middle class, your goal, your whole entire goal, man, your plan should get rich first. That is it. I don't care if you're in your 20s, your 30s, or your 40s. Now, if you're in your 50 or 60, then maybe your priority is going to be a little bit different. Maybe your priority is now, hey, I want to accumulate some rental property. That's totally up to you. But if you're in your 20s, high risk, high reward. Okay, because you're still freaking a baby. 30s, 40, you're still solid, wholesale. But when you get into your 60, maybe the game plan is just to buy rental property. Okay, that's my personal opinion. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you guys the software that I use to pull all the distressed property. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek. Comment in your city, YouTube family, comment TikTok, comment your city, your states. I'll pick one or two of you or whatever it is. I'm going to show you. We're going to pull a list of, let's just say, tired landlord. People who rent the property, renter hasn't paid, and they're sick and tired and they want to get rid of it. Imagine if you have a software that you can go in and pull a list of tired landlord in your whole entire city that you can start calling, make offer, and get under contract and make $25K from. Comment your city, your state. I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to show you how it's done. Check this out. I'm going to bring my VA on. This software, you guys, it is extremely powerful. Not just that, but man, you can do so much things. You can go in there, you can find deals, you can JV deals with other people. Okay, and that's going to be on a whole nother video. But let me ask everyone that's watching this, who in here, if you're able to make $25,000 a month starting in 2025, would this number change your life? That's $300,000 a year. Okay, and if you get to this point where you can wholesale and make $25,000 a month, you can now, my friend. In my personal opinion, you can if you want to. You can buy one property a year and then start building up your rental portfolio. Because when you're making $300,000 a year, you need some tax write-off. And that's why the rich buy real estate. One is because majority of time, dude, is because of the tax benefit. Okay, the cash flow, dude, cash flow is like all the way back here. Cash flow, they don't even care, bro. You think Elon Musk care about cash flow? Come on, man. Let's be real now. He doesn't care about cash flow. You think all these people that are making, 5 to 10 million a month, you think they care about cash flow? Let's be real, baby. But you know what they do care about? They care about this. It's tax write-off. Because if they don't find a place to park their money, they would do, if they're making you're making 10 million, you have to pay Uncle Sam 40%. You live in California, that's 50%. So instead of paying $5 million to Uncle Sam, they're gonna take that $5 million, they're gonna park it in a piece of real estate. They don't care if it cash flow, if it breaks even, they don't care. What they care about is not paying that $5 million. So they park it here, and then they know that over time that $5 million, real estate will never go to zero. Unlike stocks, unlike crypto, it will never go to zero. It's the safest and the most tangible place to park their money. So they're going to park their $5 million so they don't have to pay Uncle Sam. And they get an asset that they rented out, renter paying off the debt. And that $5 million in the next 10 years will be $10 million. That is why the rich buy real estate. Because let's be real, man. Let me ask you this question. If you were making $100,000 a month, let's just say, if you're making $100,000 a month, do you care? Let's think about this and be honest. Because this, dude, my channel is all about real talk, real people, real story, and real shit. Let's keep the fluff, the BS aside. Someone else can do that. If you're making $10,000 a month, do you care making an extra $500 a month? Dude, this is pennies to you. You don't even know. This hits your bank and you'd be like, what is that? Literally. You hit your bank, you'd be like, what's that? Pocket change. What's that? Do you care about getting 1,000 a month? You don't care, man. Because when you're making 100,000 a month, dude, your mindset is already different. You're like, now, how can I get this to 1 million a month? That's what you're thinking the whole entire time. You don't care about this. But what you care is you'd be like, hey, how can I write off my taxes, man? And real estate is the best place to do it. The end. So when you hear all these people talk about passive income, dude, they're still hustling, man. They still have a business that they're running. And their business, their active income, is making them way more than their passive income. If they would have talked about passive income, retire, they would have been done. They would have been like, shit, what am I doing? Because it's not like that. It's not what you think. Okay? Dude, only your boy King Kong will give you the real deal, man. That's why Instagram just banned me. It's too real. Okay? So let me check with Angie and see if the link work. Angie said it's working, but it's a little bit slow. Andrew is click funnel is glitching, but resolve in 7 minutes. Okay, so it is working. So you guys, the link is working, but it is a little slow. So the link is in my description for those of you who want to sign up for the free webinar today at 3 p.m. Okay, where I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do it. TikTok family, link is in the bio. YouTube family, let's go ahead and comment your city, your states. Okay, and I am going to pull up your Evan, dude, let's pull up Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, so let me go ahead and share the link with my VA. So we're gonna pull a list of tire landlord right in front of your eyes under 5 minutes. So comment your city, your states. I'm gonna have my VA pull up a list of tire landlord that you can literally start today. Pound in the phone. And tire landlord, man, it is a great list to target. Listen, these are people, right? Especially during like the whole after COVID, man, a lot of people are not paying their taxes, or I'm sorry, their rent, and dude, there were so many tire landlords, so many. The opportunity is still there. I'm gonna show you how to get it without leaving your house. Okay, the list that most people don't have. Okay, the tire landlord list. Let's go, baby. Okay, so I'm going to have Angeline jump on. So can you jump on? Okay. I'm going to have Angeline jump on. And let me see here. Once again, comment your city, your states. Evan, you're the lucky one, man. Memphis. And Evan, I also want to ask you, do you already have the software? Let me show you the software that we use. TikTok family. Okay. Once again, TikTok family, who here have already registered? Let me flip the camera like this. Okay. TikTok family, who here has already registered for the free webinar today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard? Okay. The link is now working. Jonathan, thank you so much for the update, baby. Let's go. Okay, so the link is working. I'm waiting for Angeline to jump on. So we are going to pull a list of tire landlord. People who will be like, dang, dude, renter hasn't paid me. I'm sick and tired of it. I want to be done. Take my property away, deal with the renter, and let's rock and roll. Evan, but on the website now is checking pricing. So Evan, if I were you, depending on your budget, bro, so tire landlord, dude, is actually the pro plan, okay? But the pro plan, Evan, gives you 6,000 leads for free a month. And let me ask you, Evan, quick question for you. Would you risk $249? It's a month to month. You can cancel anytime, dude. Would you risk $249 to have a potential to make 25 in return? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Okay, Angeline.
Hi, Kong. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone.
I like the energy, Angeline. I like it. So, Angeline, here's what we're gonna do, Angeline, is we are going to pull a list of tire landlord for Evan.
Okay.
Okay, TikTok, I'm out. Okay, so check the link in my bio. Okay, I'm out. Okay, I'm starting now IG. Oh, we have 8,000 people on. Jesus. Okay.
Okay, is that Memphis?
Yep, Memphis. And the thing is, Evan and everyone else that's watching this, you know, the thing is like, don't wait. Like if I tell you that you got about 60 days before the year's over and you can potentially make that, and if you start today, would you do it or would you wait? Because most people wait for that New Year resolution to come around, but the New Year resolution didn't make me a millionaire, okay? It's not the resolution. It's starting today and taking the action today. Okay. How many we got, Angeline? So
Okay,
before investor.
and then
So hold
we
on a
got,
second. So Evan, when you sign up for the pro plan, it's gonna be called Boar Investor. It doesn't call Tire Landlord, but Boar Investor, okay?
okay. So for Memphis, Tennessee, we've got 23,662.
Okay, Evan, you got a list of 23,000, but Angeline, can you go back?
Okay.
Because Evan, I'm gonna take that, dude, and I'm gonna show you how to narrow it down to just 10,000. In a list of 10,000, dude, you're gonna do this, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna list stack. Because you have the pro plan, Evan, you can actually list stack, which means we're gonna target people that is a tire landlord, and let's just say they also have tax delinquents. And let's see how big of a list that we got.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, and I'm going to show you the game plan that you need to do, Evan. So right there, dude. So what the nice thing about having the pro plan, bro, is because you can list stack. So you can say, hey, I want property to have this, 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 this. So which means there's more pain point. So now that property is a tire landlord, plus he or she is also in a tax delinquent situation.
All right, we got 4,679.
Okay. Evan, you got that, dude? So the whole Memphis, you got 4,600 and what, Angeline?
679.
679. Okay, 4679. So 4,000 and something. Okay, I think that's a good list. So now we're gonna once again, Evan, it depends on your budget. So let us skip trace it. We're gonna skip trace that list and let's see how much it's gonna cost.
Okay, but before that call, we need to remove other
Oh yes.
property types. Okay, condo, townhome, apartment, and other property types. So we'll just leave a single family home and multifamily home.
So
We'll
hold on
see
a
how
second,
many.
Angeline. So Evan, we're gonna remove all the we're gonna remove everything else. And Angeline, could you wave the mouse over where you remove it?
Okay, so here at the summary, because you will see how what are the property types that you normally pop up for those leads or properties. So we should remove the townhome, apartment, condo, and other property type because that would be like a vacant
Yeah.
land.
So Evan, all we're targeting is single family and multifamily. Like those are easier to wholesale, and there's already enough lead for us in there that we don't need to target anything else. Okay.
All right, so are we going to skip trace this list without
Yes.
adding the AI score?
Okay. So Evan, if you have a big budget, okay. First off, let's skip trace the whole 4,000 and see how much does that come out to.
All right, so just
Woman
click.
of Wealth said, hold on, Angeline. The Woman of Wealth said the AI score covered the whole county or states for the pro plan. It covered the whole entire county. And Woman of Wealth, you can change that every 30 days. So that will cover that whole county, right? So for the pro plan, it covered the whole entire county. And you can change that county AI score every 30 days. Go ahead, Angeline.
All right, so let's skip trace that list. All you need to do is just click the lead trace tab, click continue, continue. Okay, accept the terms and condition, and there you go. 4,278 leads that cost you 427 and 80 cents.
So Evan, that list of 4,000 people is going to cost you 400 and something, okay? over $400 to skip trace. Evan, I don't know if you were on my live stream last time, but I forgot his name already. He pulled this exact list, bro. And guess what? I think the list was about 1,000 people. And then he called them. After 700 call, bro, he found a deal. And then I think he ended up making $10,500 off of that deal. So 4,000, if it's too much for you, we can also narrow it down. But if you like, hey, Colin, that worked within my budget, that's the list, Evan, that I would hit right now. But let's just say you say, hey, that's too big for you. There's multiple things that you can do, Evan, is that you don't have to skip trace the whole entire list of 4,000 people at once. You can break it down where you'll be like, hey, I'll skip trace 100 today. I'll skip trace 100 people next week, right? As you call. So that way you can break down your budget if it's too much for you to spend at once. But let's just say that we want to take that list and we want to narrow it down even more. And we want to like zone in on people who are, we know that very, like their chance of selling at a discount is higher. So we're going to come in and we're going to use, Evan, what's called the AI score. The AI score means, so they implement they implement AI into the software where they take 40 years of data from every single homeowner based on their spending, based on their income, based on, you know, the amount of time they live in the property, and they're going to be able to tell you, right, how likely they are, how motivated they are to sell from a score of 0 to 1,000. And typically, Evan, we use number 500. We're kind of like in the middle. So you're going to punch it right here in that purple. So Angeline's going to show you.
Okay. So adding the AI score here at the wholesale score, we'll start at 500 in the middle. And we'll see how many we've got here. Okay. So by adding that, we got 4,237.
Okay. So once we add in the AI score, okay, there's not much of a difference. There's maybe about 200. So which means in that 4,679 people, there is a very chance that you can probably get, you know, one deal in there, especially with the motivation of the AI score that we put in there. So typically they rank on the percent, like let's just say about 1% of those people, okay? Evan said, how many times do we call the number until they don't answer? Typically, Evan, I call them 3 times, back to back to back. So a lot of times they don't pick up the first time, dude, because it comes from a weird number, right? And then you hit them with the second time, they might. And a lot of times, dude, typically I would say 8 out of 10 times they pick up the second time, but you have a high chance if you call them the third time because they'll be like, dang, this might be something important that I need to, because no one will hit you up like that much, okay? So I would call them at least 3 times in a row if they don't answer. And yes, I will leave them a voicemail every single time. And the voicemail, Evan, is just very simple and straightforward, man. Hey, my name is Evan. I work with a group of investors. We're interested in making you a cash offer on your property. It's a free, no risk, no obligation. If you're interested, hit me back. Just very simple, very straightforward, okay? Once again, comment in your city, your states, and then we're going to pull up some tire land or lower for you. Thank you. The AI score is a game changer. Yeah. Like when we started, there was no software, something like this. So we were literally targeting, we were blank marketing. We were just targeting everybody, and it can cost you a lot of money, right? But now with the software, it helps you reduce the cost because we're targeting people who are just extremely in a situation. So let's pick here another city and states.
Okay.
Okay, Angeline, right there.
Inglewood.
Another one, Florida. Another Florida.
Okay.
Timothy, do you have the software? A lot of you, like, Colin, what software are you currently using right now? Hold on a second. Let me pull it up for you. It's called kingdata.ai. And once again, it depends on your budget. If you're new and you don't have a large budget, I'll just go with the basic plan. If you have the capital and you want to, you're committed and you want to go aggressive, then go with the pro plan. It gives you, over 18 leads, different leads, types of leads, and you get 60,000 free leads to actually call, per month for free. So Timothy said, I have the pro plan. Okay, let's go. We're going to pull it for you right now. So we're going to do board investor and no, Angeline, let's go ahead and do bore. Yep, and then tax delinquent. Let's see how big the list is.
Okay, so for Inglewood, Florida,
And
we
Evan and
got,
Timothy, since you guys are both in the same states, dude. If I were you guys, dude, I would link up, man. Dude, link up, man. You just never know.
okay,
What we got?
we got 50 leads
50.
here.
Okay, Timothy, there you go, man. You got 50 people, tire landlord with tax delinquents that you can target. We don't even need to put in the AI score. Okay, you got 50 of them. Oh, and then we have to remove this. So let's see. Okay, we got to also remove this. Go ahead, Angeline.
Yeah, let's remove that. Right, let's see. Okay, we got 40.
Okay, so Timothy, I also want to let you know this, dude. Sometimes it's not even about the size of the list, bro. So if you know that in that city it's a very tight list, you can skip trace. You can also send them a direct mail, because we know that there's 40 people that's in there right now, dude, that are a tire landlord and the property's in a tax delinquent situation. So since there's only 40 of them, I would also send them a postcard, bro, because it's not going to cost you much. Angeline, let's go ahead and run Timothy, run him through about that postcard.
Okay, so just click the direct mail tab here and then just click continue. Make sure that you remove duplicates and just wait for a second. Okay, so you need to name the campaign. Let's name that Inglewood.
So you
And
guys
then
make sure to stay organized and mark it like and make sure that you name your campaign and everything, so you know when the lead calls in where it's coming from. Okay, it's very important.
okay, and let's start with one piece of letter. Click next,
So that's
and
once a
then
month.
yep, and then they need to fill this out. This is very important.
And once again, Timothy, if you're gonna send anything, you make sure you use PO box, not your home address. And all you need to do is go down to the, to go down to your city, the post office, and get a PO box. It costs like $200 a year. It's cheap.
Okay, make sure that you added your phone number here. Okay, and click next.
Here's
All
how much it's gonna
right.
cost you. Okay.
Okay, so let's just choose general type of letter, and then the size. This is the very popular one, 6 by 9, and we'll just choose this yellow Sharpie here, and we'll
So
click.
Timothy, we want something that stands out. Yellow and black works so well.
All right.
$26.
Yes, for
There
39
you go.
leads, it cost him 26.91.
There you go. Timothy, it costs you $26 to send a postcard to these 40 desperate tire landlord with tax delinquents, bro. Okay, so once again, it's sometimes not about the size of the list, man, right? But the people who's in that list right now that you to target. $26 easy. Timothy, if I were you, dude, I would actually hit them at least once a month, because it's cheap, bro. Hit them once a month for the next 3 months. If I were you, I would make that exact same move. Okay. I was gonna say, oh yeah, Angeline, can you also go back to the cash buyer? We want to see, because I think I saw something in Florida that someone got under contract that I also want to talk to them about.
All right.
So if you just go back to whatever the city that we were in earlier.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's.
Now here's something cool about this software. Look at this. Okay, wait, hold on, Angeline. I think I saw it right there. Hold on. You see that blue? Okay. Okay, do you, Timothy, do you guys see this blue right here? So this blue right here is basically someone that already have a property under contract. You see that? It said contract for sale, right? Right there, right? Contract sale. Okay, so you guys, which mean that there is a wholesaler that has a property under contract. So what you can do is, there's two things about this software that is extremely powerful. you can market your wholesale deal onto the software, and it will send out to over 200,000 cash buyers. So everyone that has the software, they'll send it out. So it's easier, it's a way to sell your deal and get in front of a ton of buyers. Number two is that if you don't have a deal, you can look at other people that has a deal under contract, and you can reach out to them and say, hey, would it be cool if we JV and if I send out this to my buyer? Because your buyer might not have access to the software. And guess what? You can send this out to that buyers and do a JV deal. And typically, even on a JV deal, it's a 50-50 split. And it costs you no money. All it costs you is being able to access the software. And you can now see everyone that has a property in a contract and they mark it on here. You can now take that deal and market it and do JV. Once again, any others? Yes, this is your dispo. When I use the word, I don't use the word dispo. Maybe I should, but not a whole lot. People that are new into the game, they don't know what dispo is. But yes, you can leverage the software to dispo deals, pretty much. So if you don't want to talk to seller, might just get access to the software and then just dispo. Just help people find buyer for their deal. Timothy, they have the contact info to that person. You just click on it, it'll show them the contact, you email them, and then obviously you just link up with them, and then you guys just chat. Once again, comment your city, your state. We're gonna pull up tire landlord in your city. Okay? So comment your city and your states. So far, let me see here. Let's just take Kevin. Kevin, do you have the software, Kevin? Angeline, it's gonna be that one right there. Los, I've never heard of this. Man, we got a lot of Florida in here. Here's another Florida, but let's go ahead and go with this, Angeline.
What is this? Los. Okay, is that in California?
Yep, it's in California. So Kevin, if you don't do it, I highly suggest that you consider, right, making the investment. Obviously, it's up to you, bro. But instead of driving around, instead of targeting, property that's on the market where thousands of other investors already talked to that homeowner already, dude, you can literally go on here, dude, and create your own list that you can specifically for you to target these homeowner. An off-market deal, bro, is the best deal because you control the deal. When you work with on-market deal, you got to deal with agents. They ask for proof of funds. They ask for, 1% EMD, yada, yada, yada. So Kevin, if you are, dude, this is the list that you would hit. Like I would hit this list today, bro. And Kevin, if I were you, so I don't know. So Kevin, can you comment, dude, and let me know what's your budget? Because if you can only afford the basic plan, I'll show you what list to pull. This tire landlord is more of a pro plan. So the pro plan will cost you $249 a month. And once again, dude, it's a month to month. You can cancel anytime. There's really no commitment. But if you don't have the budget, we can go with the basic plan, which is $149 a month. And I'll show you what list you would pull with the basic plan. So comment, let me know, Kevin. But how much we got, Angeline?
We got 33. Already removed the other property types.
Okay, you already removed everything. So 33 to skip trace at 33. Dude, Kevin, hold on. Kevin, you don't even need to, okay, you do need to skip the number. Okay, so let's skip trace to 33 people. Here's how much it's going to cost you, bro.
Okay, so all you need to do, click this switch trace here. Continue.
Like this software, guys, is truly a one-stop shop. Like you don't have to go to a bunch of different ones. $149, brother. You got it, Kevin. So, Angeline, let's get out of this one. Let's go ahead and target. So, Kevin, if I were you, dude. So, Kevin can only afford the basic plan, Angeline. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna target tax delinquents. So, let's go ahead and pull up, see how many people owe taxes in his city.
Okay.
So Kevin, this is the exact move that I would make if I were you, okay? So if you can only afford $149 a month, dude, sign up for the basic plan and you get 25,000 free lead, okay, Kevin, a month. Okay, so we're gonna hit first is tax delinquents.
Okay, so for tax delinquent, for his city, we got 234.
Oh, Kevin, you got a very, very, like, what's the, hey, Angeline, can you Google and see what's the population for that city?
Okay.
Because, Kevin, it's so good for you, man, because it seems like you're in a very small city or, right? Because typically when we pull tax delinquents in other city, dude, it comes out to 1,000. But for you, it's good because once again, it's not the size of the list, but it's who's on the list. So if you're in a very tight, small town, you got 234. Now that you can skip trace 234, it's not going to cost you much. So we're going to figure out how much it's going to cost you. It's small. Good, man. Dude.
All right, Kong. So for that city, based on 2020 record, population is just only
48.
48,500.
Okay. So 48,000. So here's what we're going to do, Kevin. I'm going to give you the game plan, bro. So I want you to spend the next 30 or 60 days. You're going to target, okay, in that little area. When you run out of lists, which I don't think you will run out of lists because based on your budget, you have a very tight budget. So I think 48,000 in population, dude, should be fine for you, Kevin. Now, Kevin, what is the ARV? Well, what are houses are going for in your area? Angeline, can you Google that and let me know?
Okay.
I want to know, like, what's the average home that are selling in your area for, Kevin? Do you know? Because so once we figure out the ARV, I can tell you roughly how much you will make on an average per deal.
All right, Kong. I found it here. It's 460.
Got it.
That's the average.
Yes. Oh, good, Kevin. So Kevin's in the right. So about, let's just say 400K. So the average home is 400K, Kevin, which means your average wholesale fee is probably around to 20 to 25K. It's kind of in like similar market to mine. So which means if you get a deal in a contract, you can make an average of 20 to 25K. Okay. If you were in a cheaper market, let's just say if you can buy a house for like 100,000, your average more like between 5 to 10K. So which means, Kevin, you're in a good market, dude. If I were you, dude, since your budget, dude, I would farm and try to dominate your own market. So let's go ahead and skip trace that 234 people and see how much Kevin's going to spend.
All right. So that's 234. Click the lead trace, continue. Accept the terms.
Yep.
And here you go. $23.40 for 234 leads.
Got it. So $23, Kevin. You can't afford that, right? Come on, man. Okay. So next, Kevin, I'm going to show you, dude. Here's the next move that I would make if I were you. Because it's not that, it's only cost you 23 bucks, right? And then you can sit there, dude. Kevin, you don't need a dialer. You don't need to go fancy. Sit there, dude. Pound the phone. You're fine with your cell phone. Just pound it and call. Okay? Don't overthink. The next thing I'm going to do, Kevin, is we're also going to send them a postcard. The postcard, bro, is going to cost you about 50 cents. So, Angeline, 50 cents per postcard. Let's see how much it's going to cost Kevin. Angeline, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. What is that? Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
So let's go ahead and see how much it's going to cost him to send out a postcard to 236 of those tax delinquents people.
All right, so let's click the direct mail. Make sure to remove duplicates. And just wait for a second.
Yep. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do, Kevin.
All right, so let's
Hang
name
tight.
that campaign as Las Vegas.
Okay, Kevin,
And
while Angeline do that, Kevin, okay, because you already kind of know, while Angeline do that, bro, here's what I also would do if I were you. I would also go to Costco, dude. I would buy their pack of stamps, right? Because the pack of stamps is going to cost you about, I think it's like right around 50 cents for the pack of per stamps. And I would handwrite letters. Dude, those handwritten letters works extremely well. Because when they're printed, Kevin, most people will just look at it and they will just throw it away. But if you handwrite the address, because there's not many for you to write, there's only 236, okay, people for you to write to. So we're not going to write per letter. We're just going to write on the envelope. We're going to write the address. So it looks like it's coming from someone that they know. I can tell you, Kevin, that I've gotten letters from this. I only open the handwritten one because I'll be like, I don't know what this is, right? But everything else that is printed, I always chuck it away because it feels too much of it. I just know it's a marketing piece. So which means I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you write inside the letter, but if it doesn't get open, then it's pointless. Because your list is so small, Kevin, that's also the next move that I would make. So let's see. So we're going to send them a postcard. Well, how much is going to cost, Angeline?
Okay, so we already added information.
Yep.
And then let's go with the general
Okay.
type of campaign.
Kevin,
Letter.
I'm excited about this list for you, okay?
Okay, and let's click next. And that cost him 155 and
Got it.
25 cents.
Got it. So Kevin, that's going to cost you $155, okay? And literally, Kevin, with the software, you just set it up, one click of a button, their mailing department will do everything for you. They'll send it out for you. They'll notify you when it's being sent out. So when you do postcard, it probably takes a week or so for that to kick in. In the meantime, you're already calling them. So what we're doing here, Kevin, is we're hitting these people that have tax delinquents with multiple strategy. Because sometimes when you skip trace, you call them up, they might not answer, but all of a sudden, boom, they got a postcard from you. The next thing we're gonna do is once you send out the postcard, you're gonna wait for the postcard to go out, and then you see what kind of return you're getting if you're getting called back. If you don't, the next thing we're gonna do, Kevin, is you're gonna go to Costco. You're gonna buy that pack of stamps, dude. This is exactly the move that I did when I first started out, and all I did was target expire listing, and I still get a deal, and you can too. The next thing you go to Costco, bro, because to send out a letter from the software, it's going to cost you $1 a piece, which might be too expensive for some of you. But once again, if it's printed, most people will chuck it away. So you're going to do a little extra work. You're going to go to Costco. You're going to get the stamps. So for the letter, Kevin, here's what I would type. Man, dude, I'll give you the game. So for the, Angeline, I'm going to let you go, okay?
All right, Gong. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks, Angeline.
Bye.
Yep, bye, Angeline. Kevin and everyone else, in the letter, this is all you need to put, Kevin. So before that, I didn't know. I would sit there, I would write this out, but you don't. So in the letter, you just go into your computer and you type it out. That way you just print. One print 236 of them, all the same message, right? Just say, hey, my name is Kevin. You know, we're interested in making you a cash offer on your property, blah, blah, blah. You also put in their property address. And then you're going to put, hey, you know, I'm interested in buying your property in as is condition. We pay all cash, close quickly, no realtor commission, no closing costs, hassle-free sale. If you're interested, give me a call back and I can make you a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer in 24 hours or less. Put your phone number, send it to them. And then you just print it out, Kevin. So all you do is you go in there, dude, you just change the address. So when they open it, they'll be like, dude, this is targeted, like it's specifically made for them. And then you're going to take, dude, bro, I'm giving you like the game. And dude, this is what I did when I first started out with just expired listing. You know how much I made just from expired listing?